So I want to talk about my worst flying experience. So I do not fly much. I can count how many times I've flown. Uh, late December of 2013, flew to Florida and back. December of 2015, flew to Virginia and back. So that's 4. And, September of 2019, flew to Virginia and then flew to Detroit and then back. Layover in Detroit for some reason. So that's, 7 times now? Yeah. And then 2023, flew to Virginia, but flew to Virginia and back, but had a layover in Chicago for each. So that's an extra 4. So that's, man, I'm losing my mind over math. I gotta think. So that'd be 11 now? Yeah. And then, and then my most recent flying, forgot, 13. Because I went to Texas and back in December of 2023. And so my worst flying experience also is my most recent. Because what happened was, I was flying out of, I don't know how common regional airports are, but I'm from northern Minnesota, and there are a couple of regional airports every in a couple of places. I was flying out of Bemidji, or the town called Bemidji, to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then to Boston. We were going to leave at 6:30. Oh, by the way, this was June of 2024. So, I'll do a step-by-step because I remember it all. June 20th. It was the night before flying out. We were going to fly out at 6:40. Oh, sorry. But then we got a notice saying our flight was delayed till 7:20. No biggie. We'd still be in Boston by around 2. And then we woke up and left for the airport and got to the airport by 7:20. Our flights were delayed till 8:40. And then, if we're delayed till 8, it's 8 something, and then 9 something, and then 11 something. And then canceled. So we rebooked to fly out of the town of Brainerd to Minneapolis and then Boston. So we had to drive all the way to Brainerd, which is like halfway from Bemidji to the Twin Cities. And so then we booked to fly out of Brainerd. We were going to fly out at 1:30. Keep in mind, we were supposed to land in Boston by 2. We were going to fly out to Minneapolis, St. Paul by 1:30. And then our flight got delayed again till, I think, 3. And then it got delayed again until 4. We flew out at 4:20, I think it was. But also, we got upgraded to first class with this one. Because they were like, thank you for being really understanding with the fact that we're getting delays. So we got upgraded to first class because of that. But I will tell you, first class on a tiny plane is nothing. The only thing I noticed was slight change in coloration in the seats, and the fact that we got, like, water bottles that were about the size of this cup. Yeah, first class on a small plane is meh. So that's the first and only time I've ever flown first class, too. Then we flew out to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then our flight from Minneapolis, St. Paul to Boston was supposed to leave at 6:40, got delayed till 7, got delayed till 7:20. We flew out, finally got into Boston at 11 p.m., 9 hours after we were supposed to. And our plan was to do the Boston stuff, like go to Cheers, visit the Constitution, or the USS Constitution Museum, and do a bunch of other stuff around Boston. But because it was 11 p.m. and we got our rental car at 12 midnight, we just immediately drove straight to our timeshare. Yeah, this was my worst flying experience.